Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Well, it's looking like the Celtics are going to win this series. Now, it's far from over. Dallas played with a different tenacity, energy, and it was a more competitive game. Game one was over by halftime. Respectfully, they should feel good about their game two showing. You're going back home with a chance to protect home court and looking forward to the challenge. And despite the loss, they showed they can compete and keep up with the Celtics. You have to believe you can win. That has to be the mindset. It's a loss, but the silver lining here is that they can attack early, they can play more assertive, and they can keep in step with Boston. There's no panic in this group, and they responded, kept the game close. Game two was different. This game was really close and really competitive. I did I didn't just expect the Mavs to roll over after getting truly embarrassed in game one. Those type of blowouts just happens in the NBA. So I was expecting a much more competitive game. They never cease to amaze how strong they are after a butt spanking. This was the best the Mavs could have played, and the Celtics played, I thought, okay, and still won the game. The thing about the Celtics is that they have not really played their A game yet. It's certainly notable that Jason Tatum is backing off his latest role on the team. How people still think this is his team is baffling. I do feel like the focus has been on Jason Tatum not shooting well, but hey, the Celtics are winning, even if he's not having an effect on the game offensively. Winning is the main thing. And even though he had an 18-12-9 night, he's making plays and helping on the glass. And no, he's not even the best player on his team, but he's still making the right plays. And he's had timely buckets as well. And off night shooting, but JT was still making something happen to help his team win. It's what he's not doing. Scoring that has everybody clowning him. I saw memes all over the internet. People made mocking him. What do you want the man to do? What else do you want him to do? Score 30 points every night? He doesn't have to score 30 plus points for the Celtics to win. Boston has a team. A team. The damn internet was about to break. JT memes are going to go crazy. Oh, by the way, he has a co star, Jaylen Brown. And let me tell you, the brother is on a mission. Nothing, judging from the first two games of this series, and I mean nothing, can stand in Jaylen Brown's way. I've noticed a more determined attitude with Brown. This year is different. You can just tell by the body language, his game, he's locked in. This man wants to eat. He's hungry. I think this game two on Sunday was pretty clear how bad he wants it. I've come to appreciate JB. He really is the best player on this team. I'm being real when I say they're balanced. They play a style where everyone eats. They're unselfish. They defend. They play smart. Hard on every possession. The mismatches play out like you hope they would. They can consistently get to the mismatches they want, the matchups they want, and punish the Mavs for however they choose to guard. The ball movement, where they can create opportunities, spreading the floor, rotating fast enough to show help and prevent threes. It's never who's the best player. With the Celtics, it's a team effort. It's a collective effort. Your chemistry, identity, and brand each have played a crucial role in shaping how we perceive them. Any team that wants to bolster a title contender must be consistent and cohesive. Throughout the entire playoffs, the Celtics have shown their All that and more. I think the rest of the world will finally acknowledge the Celtics. Gotta realize Boston got too many weapons, balanced scoring, tenacious defense. We talk a lot about JT's poor shooting night, but not enough about what the team is doing collectively. The whole thing about the bad shooting as a team, look, the narrative is that the Mavs were fortunate to be close because Boston wasn't shooting the three well. But nobody wants to point out the Dallas Mavs are shooting even worse. People seem to be missing that. It takes a superb shooting performance to beat the C's. You have to shoot the three better than them and have to capitalize on the nights they're struggling to find their shots. Dallas didn't do that. The one team in the West that gave Dallas trouble was OKC. And we're now seeing it again, where Dallas meets a very good Boston team that reminds you so much of OKC in terms of style and depth. It's just that Boston is the better version of the team that gave the Mavs the most trouble. OKC is young, less experienced, less talented. A less talented team that almost beat the Mavs. They don't have multiple guys with all-star appearances, no. And OKC, they've got Chet Holmgren, a big who can go outside and hit threes like Porzingis. They have a slew of wing defenders. They can throw bodies at you. Well, look at this Boston team. The makeup of this team. They can do the same thing. Boston has tremendous wing defenders with good size. You can throw bodies at Luka, force him to pass the ball, and put it in the hands of Kyrie, who hasn't been nearly as good as in the prior series. Best backcourt in history, huh? You know, and you and I know that the Mavs, who, as we know, are getting exposed because they can't hide on defense, and Luka needs help ASAP. Get Luka some help. By making them defend, they're becoming inefficient on offense, and Dallas hasn't seen a team like Boston. The way Boston is playing, the Mavs are in trouble. This series isn't gonna go more than 5 games. Look, listen, the Mavs don't have room for error. No margin for error. Again, Boston is not playing great, and yet they're winning. They're still winning games. They're still winning. And what they do so well is throw bodies at Luka. One adjustment that the Celtics made, they trapped Luka. They trapped him off the pick and roll, and they helped on the baseline. It forced Luka to make these wild passes. We've never seen that before from him. Then you had guys out there blowing layups. Derrick Jones Jr. missed a wide open three and air ball. Luka had 20 points in the first half, finishing the game with 32, and the Mavs lose. Jason Kidd has been great. He's been outstanding. I think they adjusted to the Celtics quick. The scoreboard was a great indicator. I like some of the adjustments and things he did with bringing Luka off the screen, taking him off the ball, setting a down screen, and getting him in an ISO situation. From my own analysis, no matter what they do, the Celtics, and as unimpressive as they can be at times, they're a terrible matchup for the Mavs, because Boston can space the floor. They can do just about everything. They can space the floor. They move the ball. They have 5 guys every night who can be their best player, and they're opportunistic. It's not a team that's dependent on 1 or 2 guys like a lot of other teams. The true X factors are Derek White and Drew Holiday. Brad Stevens, the mastermind behind all this, is the true MVP in my eyes. I give him a lot of credit for acquiring Derek White. Then you add Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. It's not easy putting together a winning team, getting the right pieces, and making them fit. And who was the high man for Boston on Sunday night? Drew Holiday. Holiday came up huge for the Celtics to give them a 2-0 series lead. And he's a player I feel like is way better than a lot of people give him credit for. Like, come on. It's nice to have a guy like that who is not only your best defender, but who can still give you 15 or more per night. In my opinion, Holiday is the best perimeter defender in the NBA. His fingerprints were all over Boston's defensive effort of holding Dallas's offense to fewer than 100 points for the second straight game to give the C's a 2-0 lead in the series. Then on offense, he's making reads, making the right decisions, creating for his teammates, just so poised in those types of moments because he's been there before. The best player in this series, though, right now is Jaylen Brown. And as of right now, he's my early favorite to win the Finals MVP. Just a reminder, this is the kind of dog he's been in these playoffs. I like his competitiveness, his hunger, his burning desire to win, but it's always been about the team with these Celtics. I think it speaks to the culture they have as a group, a culture of togetherness, brotherhood, and unselfishness. Those are all a reflection of a Celtics team that has leaned on all those qualities. And it's that collective sacrifice that drives the togetherness of this team. This is a real team that they have in Boston. And for Dallas, Luka Magic just won't be enough. I think this series is over. I think Boston will win in 5. It's looking like this is a short series, and this series will be over in 5 games because from what we're seeing, Boston is just too powerful of a team. They're overpowering them, and even on their bad nights, they beat them, like you saw last night. So Boston, man, is just a better team. They got all the weapons at their disposal. They got guys that can defend. They got 2 elite wing players. They even got 2 guards that don't even get the recognition that they deserve, that's playing like elite guards in this league. It's just phenomenal what you're seeing all around from this Boston team, and that's why I think they will win this series in 5 games. Talk to you guys very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. My daughter, once again, wants to steal the show, as you guys can hear her screaming in the background, but it's all good. Talk to you guys very soon. Don't forget, if you guys haven't already, if you guys like the Sports Judge and you like my content, you guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. See you guys later. Take care, everyone.